Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were busy.
No, it's all right, Astle, come in. Mr. Brown and I have just finished.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Snape.
No, no, not at all. Do please be careful how you write it up, won't you? I'm sure your editor wouldn't thank you if you caused any unpleasantness with the paper.
No, I should say not. That sounded like a warning.
No, no, a word of caution. He seems to be bothered about this Khan business, especially since I can't now get him in court to defend himself. An inquisitive young man, Astle, hates the straightforward explanation. Could do well.
I came to offer my congratulations.
Thank you.
You'll soon be boss of it all.
Boss?
Tarkington's on his last legs when he goes. Who's to stand against you?
Oh, time enough for that. I do think it a pity, Astle, that you wouldn't let us put you forward for chairmanship of the town planning committee.
What's the point when I shall be leaving?
Oh, you're twice the man that Tubbs is, and there's work to be done.
So there is up on Clyde's side, too.
Which is the more useful?
That is a matter of opinion.
You're as stubborn as Khan in your own way.
There's no more news of him?
No. You will stay until we get our recommendation for Schedule B through the Joint Committee, won't you? I can rely on you for that?
Yes, you can rely on me for that.
That's tenpence, Will.
Thanks.
Evening, Tom. Judge. Evening, Bill. A half, is it?
No, make it a pint. Closed early at dinner time, didn't you? Go around at 1:30, your door was shut.
I'd gone to the hospital to see Liv.
Ah. How'd you find her?
She didn't know me. They've been giving her drugs. I might as well not have been there.
It's a blessing there's things you can give her in such cases.
Aye. It comes hard to say it, Bill. But it would be a merciful release for us.
I know, Tom. Heard any more about Khan?
No. There's George over there. If he's read that morning paper once, he's read it 20 times.
Ah, he's taking it real bad.
Well, the police upset him this morning, coming asking questions. Had Khan been acting unusually?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, miss.
You don't mind me bringing my young lady in here?
Well, this is strictly speaking a tap room, sir. But if your young lady doesn't object, I'm sure my regulars won't for once. What can I get you?
Light scotch for me, please, Crystal.
Grab the meds.
Well, I'm afraid we've no call for that sort of thing here, sir.
Think of something else.
It's what I always drink.
Yes, I know, love. But you're not in a Great Northern Hotel, Kingsport, now.
Give me a minute, sir. Let me see. You're in luck, sir. That's my wife's favourite.
Oh, well, we mustn't take hers.
That's all right.
How much is that?
Well, that's 1 and 8 for the scotch. 10 pence for that.
Oh, half a crown.
Thank you, sir.
All right, George.
As right as ever, Shelby, I suppose.
See you again, George.
Aye.
Interesting bit about Khan's wife in the paper.
They called her an invalid, didn't they?
Well, they've got to be careful how they put these things. What do you think will happen to her now?
Oh, well, Khan would have made provision for her, or her father would come and take her away.
Runaway match, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, she were a grand lady. Grand lady. She's full of spirit. Full of spirit, not an ounce of fear in her. She could twist Khan round her little finger. Yeah, you never knew what she's going to do next. And one time she had a little skewbald mare that Khan had given her. It was a little devil. Very neat in the feet, though. Well, they were going to a meet. And the missus, she was down early waiting on the drive. That, you know, the only time that she were always hours early was when she was going hunting. Khan, well, he were up in his dressing room trying to tie his stock, you see. Now, there's something he could never do. Always used to lose his temper on it. So he pokes his hand out the window and he says, "Give us a hand, will you?" Well, she's down there waiting in the saddle, you see. So she yells up at him, "I'll be damned if I will." Oh, very free in the tongue for a lady. So he says, "Oh, come on, be a sport." So she says, sport, we're going to get a lot of sport today. You kept me waiting half an hour already." And he says, "Oh, Muriel, don't exaggerate. I've only been 5 minutes, but I might just as well be half an hour if you don't give us a hand." She says, "What? Ordering me to dismount like a servant?" And he says, "I'm not ordering you to do it. All right, don't dismount, and I'll come without the damn thing." She said, "What? I'm not riding with you, looking like a fool." I'm with that. She turns the mare's head, with a touch of the spurs, and she's into the house, across the hall, and up the stairs, slithering and plucking, but still going, until she's right in Khan's dressing room. Well, I run in after him, you see, fearing the worst, up the stairs, and there's Khan, in his shirt sleeves, and he's stuck under one ear, and he's standing there, gazing at the missus, and she's sitting as still as a statue on that quivering horse. Well, whether it were surprise or fear, or just plain bad manners, that little mare sticks her legs out stiff like that and starts making water in a great streaming torrent right on Khan's grand red carpet, soaking right through the drawing room ceiling. The mark's still there to this day. Well, the missus, she lets out a wild screech of laughter like she sometimes do. Khan lifts her out of the saddle and starts holding her, you see. Well, she's got her arms round his neck, her hat's fallen off, and she's limp with laughter. Khan says to me, "Take that disgusting brute out of here." Well, with that, still holding her, he walks straight into her bedroom and slams the door. I didn't get any hunting in that day. Sure, a grand lady. But you know, I don't think that she ever gave Khan a day's peace. And yet he worshipped her.
Crystal, that just doesn't make sense. A man doesn't ride out along a cliff after every rain without knowing what he's in for. He doesn't take out an insurance policy, let it lap, and then suddenly pay it all up a few weeks before he's supposed to be killed. He doesn't do that for nothing, does he? No. Let them find the body, I say, if there is a body.
Say that again?
I beg your pardon?
What you're saying about Mr. Khan?
Why, are you interested in the case?
I am.
Well, personally, I don't think there's much doubt about it. The insurance company be fools if they pay up. If you ask me, there's been too much hanky-panky round here altogether lately.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, all that business about the new town scheme. Khan accuses Snaith and others of corruption. Snaith brings a libel suit. Khan loses his seat on the council. Can't stand up to it, so he stages a getaway.
Oh, you're saying he never did fall over that cliff, huh?
That's right, my friend.
And he broke a horse's back just to save his own face.
Right.
Why, you dirty man, little prick.
What's all this?
I'm the faintest hearted.
Now, you take it back and look your bloody head off.
Hey, steady, George. You want to be careful what you say, young man. Everybody around here knew Mr. Khan, and we all respected him. George was his groom for 40 years.
All right, old chap.
All right, you take it back then, dear.
Anything you say, no offence meant.
All right now, George, he's apologised. Come on. You better leave and take your young lady with you. You have a right to your theories, but you picked the wrong spot to talk about them.
My mistake. I'm sorry. Come on, Crystal.
You all right, George?
I made him take it back, though, didn't I?
Don't bother yourself. He's just a young fella talking off the top.
I'd never do a thing like that. Just never.